Good morning to all. Welcome back to our history class. Today we shall begin our new topic. Our topic name is French abolishes monarchy and become republic. That is our topic name. Listen, when the Louis XVI signed the constitution, he signed the constitution which is drafted by the National Assembly. There are so many that which abolishes the privileges of the royal family and the nobles that he signed there. Then after that, Louis XVI ended a negotiation with neighboring countries, that Prussia, Austria. He tried to make a negotiation for what to depress or suppress the revolutionaries. To suppress the revolutionaries, king entered into a negotiation. Then at the same time, in 1792, that revolutionaries declare a war with Austria and Prussia and Austria. In at the same time, when the king entered into a negotiation with the neighboring country, at the same time what happened? The National Assembly entered into they declared a war against Austria and Prussia. Listen, at that time, the common people, ordinary people gathered behind the revolutionaries. They recognized that if they follow the attitude of the revolutionary, then only they will get a freedom. That is why what happened? That is why the ordinary people gathered behind the revolutionaries. Many of them come and join in the army. They are ready for a war. They take it as the revolution of the citizen. Revolution of the citizen. They take it the war of their people against the aristocratic power of the Europe. They decided they wish to eliminate the aristocratic power of the Europeans. Then at that time they gathered in the Paris and they sing a song which is known as a Marseillaise. Marseillaise, at that time they select a patriotic song and sang it from Marseillaise. Marseillaise is a name of place. This Marseillaise is the name of a song which is sung from Marseillaise. It was one of the patriotic song of France. Now, when they sang that part, when they decided to march into Paris. At that time, when they gathered in the Marseillaise, they sang the song Marseillaise, which is known as the national anthem. Later, it was known as the national anthem of the France. Listen, most of the males are joining the army and they were working for the freedom or in order to mold a nation. That was their intention. Then at that time, because of the war, men went for a war. Women needed to take care of the family. Then at that time, women got a extra duty to take care of the family. That means almost all men are went and joined in the army. Then at that time, the situation of the country is very worse, politically and economically very worse. Then all the political power is getting to whom? According to National Assembly also there are so many criteria are there now. Those who have the right to vote, those who have the right, we studied that active and passive citizens are there. Active citizen means those who have about 25 years old and those who have the capacity to pay the tax which is equal to 3 days wage. That criteria are there. National Assembly also give preference for a richer section. Among the third state, first and second category only got the right to vote. But women have no role there now. women have no role there, but when now they got a responsibility to take care of their family, so they are also started to think about getting right. Then the political clubs become an important area, where from the common places the pupils are started to discuss about these matters, the active citizen and passive citizen, that need to change. Then in order to make a change, the political clubs become the important place. Listen, what Jacobin was one of the important club which goes to change the social attitude of the France. Which club? Jacobin club. Jacobin, the name was taken from the old convent, Saint Jacobin. From there, that Jacobin name is coming from old former convent. What was that convent's name? Saint Jacobin. Saint Jacobin. That it was the important. The Jacobin was the important political club, which was discussed the political matters and the rules and regulations of the constitution. Then Maximilien Robespierre was the leader of a Jacobin club. Who formed that? Maximilien Robespierre formed the club, Jacobin club. Then which are the agenda, or which are the main aim of a Jacobin club? Listen, what happened? They were in a Jacobin club. Who belongs to Jacobin club? Less prosperous peoples like shoemakers, pottery makers, landless people. Such a peoples belongs to a member of a Jacobin club. Who? The less prosperous people. That means passive citizen, active and passive citizen we studied now. Then they were the Maximilien Robespierre included such a persons there in that club. And those who join in the Jacobin club, they change their dressing style also. They were started to wear trousers. That which type of trousers? Stripless trousers they are started to wear. Listen, why we are mentioned that one means that why we mentioned that type of dress at that time. There are different discriminations are existing there. So many discriminations are there in France in the way of dressing. The upper class or class people, that means aristocrats, are wearing expensive dress and executive dress. But when they formed that or less prosperous people formed the Jacobin club, they were started to wear new type of. They changed their dressing style. Then they were started to wear a fashionable dress, which was wear by the dock workers. Dock workers means they were belongs to a fashionable section. Here our Jacobin club members are also started to wear such a dress. Then among them, men are started to wear cap. Listen, when we studied political symbols, then red Fijian cap, that implies what? Which implies liberty. That means Jacobin club members are started to wear, especially men. Here you have to listen. Women didn't get a chance to wear that cap. Men's, that now also there is a discrimination is there. Men's got this right to wear the cap, which implies liberty. Listen, that when they started to change their dressing style. Listen, they are known as sans-culottes. Who I told you they were started to wear the stripped trousers. That is known as a what? Sanclutos. Sanclutos means those who wear without knee breeches. Knee breeches. The dress with knee breeches are wearing by the aristocrats. Then here sanclutos means it means without knee breeches. They followed the dressing style of a dock workers. Listen. Now they changed their dressing style. Then what happened? After that, in 1792, the Jacobin Club planned a rebellion. In which year? 1792. The Jacobin Club planned a rebellion which it was against the increasing price of the bread, or because of the scarcity of bread. Scarcity of bread. They were started a rebellion. Then they were attacked the palace. In August 10, they attacked the palace of Tuileries. Attacked the palace of Tuileries and killed whom? Killed the guard of the king. Killed the guard of the king. Now we will get an idea about the power of the Jacobin members. They were started to fought against the injustice. They got that much courage. Is it clear to you? Did you get an idea about the Jacobin Club? Jacobin Club was one of the important political club which is formed by who was the leader? Maximilian Robespierre was the leader of that Jacobin Club, who belongs to less prosperous people like shoemakers, pottery makers. That such peoples are belongs to the Jacobin Club. Then the Jacobin Club members are also known as Sanclutos because of their way of dress. They selected the fashionable dress like a dock workers, right? The gents started to wear red cap also. Then listen. Then what happened in 1792? They planned to attack the palace because of scarcity of bread. And they killed whom? They killed the guard of the king. After that, what they were voting. A voting was held to remove the power of aristocrats. To arrest or imprison. What was their demand? Why they voting? To imprison the royal family. Listen. Then at that time the voting criteria was changed. When the Jacobin Club voted against what was their demand? Against the demand of imprison the king. What was in order to imprison the king, they were voted. At that time, what was the condition of voting means? They changed the criteria. Those who have above 21 years old and they are regardless wealth. They didn't mention about any wealth. Those who has 21 years old, they can cast their vote. That was the decision taken by the Jacobin Club. Then a newly elected assembly was formed. Under the criteria of those who have 21 years old, regardless of wealth. Every person can cast their vote. Then they formed a newly elected assembly which is known as a convention. What? Convention. Newly elected assembly was formed in a convention. September 21st September 1992. Sorry, 1792. Then when the convention was formed, they abolished the monarchy and declared France as a republic in the form of government when the people elect the government. Listen, in which year? In September 1792. September 1792, France became a republic when they formed a convention. Listen, now we studied about a State General. After that, the revolutionaries formed a National Assembly. Then now, when they formed a republic, going to change France as a republic, they formed a convention. Listen, then what happened there means when they form a convention and when France become a republican country, Louis XVI was sentenced to death by a court on the charge of treason. Louis XVI was sentenced to death. Now in 1792, which month? September 21st, France became the republican country. That monarchy rule was abolished under the leadership of convention. Is it clear to you? I hope all concepts are clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can call me. That's all. Have a nice day. Thank you.